Super Eagles midfielder Joe Aribo, who plays in the Scottish Division for Glasgow Rangers, took home 2 prizes at their end of season awards for Young Player of the Year and Goal of the Season. I am Amanda Soki.
And I am Ayo Adams.
Welcome to the Weekend Show Sports segment. Well, from what Joe Aribo did in the season, what can you say about his performance?
Oh, Joe Aribo happens to be, he wears the number 10 for Nigeria. The moment he came into play against Uganda and then Brazil, everybody has been saying him like this is a really good player. And then moving into the professional football, he played for Rangers and he had a spectacular season. Now seeing him score a couple of goals and then winning the best player of the Young Player of the Season and then scoring the best goal of the season, it's a great thing for him, and it's also a great thing for youngsters like him around the globe.
Yes, he actually contributed 3 goals and 7 assists in the league. And moving on to Super Sports news, Henry Onyekweru returned to Monaco after his loan season at Galatasaray. And for the Serie A, US billionaire Dan Fredkin signed a deal to buy Serie A club Roma. And Ronaldo was snubbed for the MVP awards in Serie A, and it was given to Dybala. Do you think Dybala actually deserves the award despite Ronaldo scoring like 30 goals and Dybala scored just 11 goals? Do you think he was actually snubbed? What do you think?
Well, when you look at the performance that Ronaldo had this season, he had 31 goals.
Yes.
Now, compared to the one he had last season, he had 21 last season. And with 21 goals last season, he got the best player of the season.
Yes, he
now,
did.
Scoring 31 this season, it's not fair to see him not win the player of the season. It's really, really not fair at all. And then Dybala had 11 goals, so it's like 20 goals lesser than Cristiano Ronaldo. It's obviously it should go to him, but I really do not know what is going on in the Serie A, why the award went to Paulo Dybala, but it's best known to them. And also the other one he could have won was the best striker of the league. But Ciro Immobile took 35 goals this season, so nothing went to Cristiano Ronaldo despite all his effort. Despite all his effort this season. So I think, well, he has to do better next season. I don't say he has to do better. He has done his possible best. Well, then I don't think there's anything to be said about that. He will definitely do better next season. And then let's see if he gets it again. But I think they missed the spot for Cristiano Ronaldo this season.
Well, moving on, we have great news that Fulham has joined back the EPL from their relegation, from winning the match against Brentford. They won 2-1, and what do you think, how do you feel about Fulham getting back to the EPL with Scott Parker being their manager? Do you think this is a good, do you think they would keep Scott Parker moving forward to the Premier League? What do you think about that?
So Parker has been really he has been a target so far. He's been a target of series of comments.
Yes.
They want to move from the Championship back to the Premier League. They're just out for a year and they're back. You mean they spent over £100 million a couple of seasons ago before they left? They bought 12 players, and now you look at them that they have 12 players with £100 million. They should perform really well, but they did not, and then they went back into the relegation zone. Yeah. But then with no ease, there's no stress. They just came back into the Premier League, and the owner has said Scott Parker will be given the full support of the team. He'll be given the full support of the team, and he will be allowed to handle the transfers throughout the season. So I think Scott Parker is back with his boys, and his boys are really ready to play for him. The game was 0-0 to 90 minutes before 2 goals came in the final stages of the game, and they are now promoted to the Premier League. So I hope they can come back and stay in the Premier League. I just hope they can do that.
Yes, so Joe Bryan scored the 2 goals. One, I watched the highlights, and the free kick was spectacular.
It was a really great one. Scott Parker has already put in tactics to play, so he knew what they were going for. Everybody didn't expect them to win against Brentford, but they came out and they won, and that was just good. That was good.
So do you think that there will be like added pressure for Scott Parker, just like how Frank Lampard was able to did so well in Championship and Chelsea hired him? Do you think maybe, who knows, West Ham can actually call Scott Parker and, in the future?
I think Fulham is a good place for him. Coming from a players transitioning into coaches has not been easy so far, but for him, I think it's going to be great. He has the players, they are loyal to him, they play according to what he says. So I don't think he's going to have any issues.
Okay. And of course, we have to mention that Arsenal won the FA Cup final. I know last week I actually predicted Chelsea to win, but Arsenal actually did a great job. Aubameyang scored 2 goals and they won the FA Cup for the 14th time. And I'll have to take back because Arsenal fans, they've all been coming for me, and I just want to say sorry for predicting you guys would lose. But I mean, I was so surprised, but yeah, I'm actually very happy for Arsenal winning the FA Cup. And I think this is a great job for Mikel Arteta. What do you think about, what are your expectations? What do you think Arsenal fans should actually have for next season as expectations moving forward?
I think I'm happy for them. You see a big smile on my face to all the Arsenal fans. The Arsenal fans, I don't really know that I don't really like them. But they've won the FA Cup. They've won the FA Cup. Well deserved. Like, yes. Really, really well deserved. They've been coming. And this shows that Mikel Arteta is not coming to play. He did not win the FA Cup by luck.
Yes.
He took out Manchester City.
Yes.
And then got to the finals.
Definitely.
Took out Arsenal.
Yes.
Took out Chelsea convincingly. I mean, those 2 goals were spectacular.
Yes.
So you should know that there's a lot to come from it. There's a whole lot to come from it. So Mikel Arteta just needs a little more support. I think all the Arsenal fans around the world are fully behind Mikel Arteta. So yes. I think he just needs a little more support, and then more players. More players. And then the major one, Aubameyang needs to pen. He needs to sign that. He needs to extend his contract so Arsenal fans can relax and know that, yes, they have next season to play for, and they're going to the Europa League next season. So let's see what happens to them. And, you know, last week we had the Predict and Win last season. We had 6 winners from the Predict and Win last season. But we cannot have all 6 winners, so we can only have 1 winner. So Amanda will do the honors to pick 1 out of the 6 winners. And let's see who is the lucky winner of the jersey for the Predict and Win Fans Corner session. Let's see. Who wins it? The Predict and Win session. What do you have there, Amanda? What do you have?
Don Kaddish,
you are the winner of the Predict and Win. 6 people actually predicted the correct score. That's 2-1 in favor of Arsenal. We had the likes of KBB Soccer also predicted. Yeah. We had Tronic predicting. We had Don Kalish, and now we have Don Kalish is the winner. So Don Kalish, please send us a DM on our Twitter page, and we would get your jersey delivered to you. Congratulations once again, and congratulations to Arsenal. So let's move on to the next news.
Okay, so the Premier League voted back to 3 substitutions after rejecting the adoption of making 5 substitutions. Thinking about it, I believe that any team that voted against having 5 substitutions, probably a small club, because I saw like 11 out of the 20 teams voted against having keeping the 5 substitutions rule. Going forward, did you actually want the 5 substitutions rule to be kept, or were you for 3 substitutions to return back to Premier League?
The 5 substitution rule would always work for big teams. Because you can't have the likes of Manchester City having 5 subs. Manchester City, Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham having 5 subs against Fulham.
Yes.
Against Norwich. Against the smaller clubs. It's not going to be fair. Imagine Manchester City throwing in Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Ferran Torres. Yeah. At the end of the game, when everybody's weak, then they have 5. So I mean, back to 3 subs. So every level playing. Even with the 3 subs, the playing game wasn't leveled. Yeah. But now it's going to be. But you want them to take it to 5? No. I say no to that. I'm in support of you guys taking it back to 3 subs.
But you know that the 5 subs was actually meant for, with the COVID break, players, not having to exercise. It's just a way to prevent injuries. I remember the Arsenal match right after the break, their first match, around up to like 3 players got injuries. So I think it's actually more of, having a balance so like players don't start like getting hamstring injuries and all that. But apart from that, I actually enjoyed seeing just more players, and they allow more players also in the team. So, but since you feel like 3 substitutions,
3 substitutions is fine for me. They will survive.
Okay. And more Premier League news. The FA has ruled that if a player deliberately coughs on the referee due to COVID-19 restrictions, they would get an automatic red card. I felt that was so
red. how did it get to this point where you cough and you see a red card?
But you know,
then health precautions.
yes, true. But you know, players, when the game, you know, the passion of the game, players get so into it. And trust me, players can do anything. And I guess they're just trying to protect the referee. So, but it's so funny to actually include it that if you cough on the referee deliberately, you're going to get a red card.
Well, football players have antics. You've seen them; they're drama queens. They're
Yes.
drama queens. They can perform on the field of play for you. So I think it's a good precaution. It's a good guideline to put in place. If you cough deliberately, because you know the health conditions, we know
Yes.
what we are into now. We know the pandemic we're into. We've been trying to stay safe. People have been trying to stay safe so far. So if you deliberately cough, I think you deserve a red card. So
Okay.
yeah, you get shown off.
Okay, some more new rules. There's a VAR reform. It says that the referee review area is going to be used for more subjective decisions in 3 key areas. That's goals, red cards, and penalty kicks. Meaning, like, referees right now, if someone scores a goal, they would actually have to go ahead to look at the VAR and make sure the right decision is made. And you know, this just reminds me of people's jokes after Manchester United, of course, has been awarded the most penalties. People start calling Manchester United Varchester United. Varchester United. Well, do you think this is a good? What do you think is the importance of the FA implementing this rule going forward in the Premier League?
I, as a person, I do not like the VAR.
Oh wow!
Football is a game of controversy.
Yes.
Let the controversial moments come.
Yes.
But they're not. It's not happening. But then with the VAR now came into play. It now made things worse. How do you have 4 people sitting somewhere up there and you're not seeing anything?
Yes.
We watch it. The viewers at home, the people in the stadium are seeing it clearly that this happened.
Yes.
But then 4 people up there are telling you that it did not happen. 4 eyes. So I think the reform. I think for the out of all the reforms, the one I really pick up on is the referee area where you can go and look at, like it was done in the World Cup.
Yep,
In the World Cup, the referee sees every issue from every angle.
Yes.
He's allowed to look from the left, from the right, from the top, just to be clear, not 4 people making decisions. So I think it's fine.
So do you think it's really not having a problem with VAR, but ensuring that the referees actually use it? Like, because I noticed in the EPL, the referees actually you hardly see them going to the VAR to check it, but at the World Cup, it was perfectly used. Anytime there's a goal, anytime there's a red card, any decision that can affect the game, the referee goes and checks. So I believe that all that needs to be done is for the Premier League referees to actually go ahead and use the VAR. So moving on, last Thursday, the Europa League was played and Manchester United won. That's just one of the highlights, of course. I have to mention it. And Champions League was also played yesterday, and I'm so happy for Manchester City for finally moving ahead and not self-destructing. And so I know you're a Man City fan, so tell us, how do you feel about that?
It's my big smile on my face yet again. Manchester City, the citizens are happy. The citizens are really happy.
Yes.
You know, beating Real Madrid was, people predicted Manchester City was going to lose.
Yes.
But there's just full confidence in Pep Guardiola right now. His boys can do anything for him. They would go on the line for him, and it showed. I mean, Rafael Varane was misplaced yesterday.
Yeah.
He threw that second goal to Jesus. It was just a free gift, like a birthday gift to him. A world-class defender like him should be making such mistakes. But that's bad for them, good for Manchester City. They've advanced.
If Guardiola doesn't win the Champions League, what as a Man City fan, what would you want from Pep Guardiola next season? Do you want him to stay? Do you want him to leave? Because Guardiola actually came to Man City to win the Champions League, and he hasn't done that. He hasn't even done that in Barcelona. So everyone is kind of looking at Pep Guardiola. Is he just a Messi player that, without Messi, he can't win the Champions League? What do you think about that? If Guardiola can't win the Champions League, should he leave? Should he stay ahead? What's your thought on that?
If not because Pep Guardiola happens to be one of the greatest coaches in the world, I think he should be sacked right now.
Ooh.
Because he has been given every penny
Yes.
you could ever dream of to buy players.
Yes.
Kevin De Bruyne,
Yes.
Laporte,
Everybody.
Sané, Sterling, Mahrez. What else do you need to win the Champions League? Don't come and say you need Lionel Messi. He mentioned that last season, that he doesn't have, when the question was thrown at him that he doesn't have Messi. He went to Bayern Munich. He had the likes of Thiago, Lewandowski, Xabi Alonso, and nothing still happened. So what is the missing link? The last time he won the Champions League was when he was in Barcelona. So where is the missing link? The league is a normal thing. People know Guardiola can come and win the league at any time, at any point. The Champions League is what the citizen fans want from him. He should give us the Champions League. We won the Champions League. Guardiola, if you're hearing me, we won the Champions League. The citizen fans won the Champions League from you. We do not want, the league is a good thing, but the Champions League is the best thing to compete for. It's a glory. Its counterpart, sorry to cut you, its counterpart, Zidane has won it 3 times, back to back to back. What is stopping you?
I mean, great for mentioning Zidane. Zidane, yeah, I love him as a manager. Mentioning all the players Pep has had, he has actually spent, I think, about 300 million just on defenders alone. And he just got Nathan Ake, which we're going to talk about more in our transfer news. So let's move on to the transfer segment and talk about some rumors and some, of course, confirmed transfers that is happening in the Premier League and across the globe. Okay, so yes, we're back here. I'm going to be talking about some transfer news, as we can see. Okay, so these are some confirmed transfers. We can see Nathan Ake and Ferran Torres, who Manchester City has signed. And of course, Alexis Sanchez deal to Inter Milan has been made permanent after his loan deal from Manchester United. And moving ahead.
You look at it, Man City, when you see Man
Back
City,
again.
they are fully stacked. Now you see the money spending all over again. The money spending all over again. Now you have Hojbjerg has gone from Southampton to Tottenham, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about Alexis Sanchez. He has had every opportunity. Moving to Manchester United was a really big deal. Nothing came of it. He went to Inter, injuries, but then he's moved permanently. Let's hope he can deliver.
Do you think Nathan Ake is going to actually make an impact at Manchester City?
Everybody has been talking about Nathan Ake has been the talk of the town.
Is that really what Manchester City needs? Is he, he's not a bad player, definitely, but do you think he's going to be that defense, that strong defensive player that they need, after losing Company, Stones really not stepping up? Is he going to make any difference for the Manchester City
Man City
defense?
has had a lot of centre-backs. I mean, they're still going for Koulibaly. So, to stand to tell you that Nathan Ake is a good addition, but it's still not enough. So, the thing people have been talking about is he's a left footer. Laporte is a left footer. Two left players at the centre backs. Yeah. It's not easy. But let's see how Pep Guardiola, he can make anything work. I mean, Pep Guardiola has brought tactics to the football, he has brought inventions to the world of sport, to the world of football. So he can make, if anybody can make anything work, it can be Pep Guardiola. And still in play and rumors. Look at, we have James Rodriguez going to Atletico Madrid is still a rumor, and then I think Willian is almost confirmed going to Arsenal.
What do you think about Willian going to Arsenal? Is it going to, because I saw he signed a deal worth £100,000 he'll be getting a week, and a 3-year deal. Do you think it's going to impact their young players moving forward? Because they do have like Pepe, who they signed. They have, so I don't know whether it's going to help or hinder them in terms of, Arsenal, they're known for grooming young players. Is it going to help or hinder them going on in this, moving forward in the season?
Well, I think Willian is going to be a good addition on the flank for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Willian can run that flank really fast. Pepe on the other side, Aubameyang in the center, I think is a good one. I think we're moving to NBA, and these are the roundups from the week. Top games played. We have the LA Lakers losing to the Houston Rockets. So
right now, in terms of NBA, I saw the defending champions, Toronto Raptors, are still ahead of the pack. They actually have a total of 26 wins and just 7 losses. And Lakers are actually not far behind them with just 25 wins and 9 losses. Who do you think is going to make the finals? Or rather, who do you think is going to win the champions this year? Are the Toronto Raptors going to get it? Or, is there going to be a surprise winner? Who are you rooting for to win?
It's kind of shaky because they are back. Everybody's not in full strength. But I think whatever happens, he might go to the Raptors. He might go to Houston. He might go to Lakers.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
I'm actually rooting for the Lakers. Just I'm looking for a fairy tale ending. With Kobe's death, I just want to see the Lakers win and celebrate.
Again.
Yes, I'm a Lakers fan too, so I would love to see that. And we have very big news from the NBA. The NBA board just pledged $300 million to economic empowerment of Black communities. The goal of the NBA Foundation will be to increase access and support for Black communities across Black communities, which I feel is definitely going to be helpful. They're going to offer mentorship programs, and just basically it's going to be over 10 years. The money will be used in those various ways.
It's really a good sight to see that the owners of the NBA team that are coming together to help the Black community. It's a great thing to see. And then we have Hamilton winning the Grand Prix for the 6th time. It's like his birthright.
Yes, I know you like F1. How I saw the picture of Hamilton winning, not just winning, but winning in style, because one of his tires actually got busted. So how are you? What are you happy? I'm sure you're very happy. But what do you think about that?
Hamilton. He's so motivational, and also with the fact that the Black Lives Matter movement, he shows his support, and you're still looking at it. His main competitor is Sebastian Vettel.
Yes.
They have a healthy relationship. It's not like the football Messi Ronaldo thing. He wishes that his counterpart, Sebastian Vettel, might sign for Racing Point because Ferrari has refused to give him a deal. And if you look at Bottas, his counterpart also signed an extension for Mercedes. So, I mean, it's all going well for Hamilton. Congratulations on him winning the Grand Prix, and I'm sure he's going to win many more if his counterpart, Sebastian Vettel, doesn't stay. And you can see Racing Point were penalized for copying a brake part from Mercedes in 2019. They've been fined, and 15 points have been dropped from their current point. They are moving from 5th to 6th because of their illegal action. So I think if you have an illegal action, it should be penalized. Okay,
and to round up, US Open is going to restart August 31st, and we're going to be watching that. Apart from football, I'm a huge tennis fan. I'm going to be rooting for Serena Williams. So thank you everyone for joining us at the sports segment. Like I said, I'm Amanda Suki.
And I'm Ayo Adams.
See you next week.
Bye.